I've been driving trucks since I was 22. Long haul, short routes, overnights, didn't matter. I love the road. Love the silence between cities, the hum of diesel under my seat, the solitude that came with miles in asphalt. It wasn't glamorous, but it was honest. Or so I thought. My boss, Ray, ran a mid-sized logistics company out of Arizona. He gave me a shot when I needed it most. After my divorce, after I lost my home, I worked my ass off for him. Loyal, reliable. I never once asked questions about the cargo or routes. I just drove. Then came that job, a cross-border run into Mexico to pick up what Ray called specialty auto parts. Nothing unusual. Paperwork was clean. Load was sealed. Customs knew us. Except when I hit the U.S. border on the return trip, the dogs hit on the trailer. Inside, under the pallets, they found 18 kilos of heroin. Wrapped tight, labeled, hidden like someone knew exactly what they were doing. I was arrested on the spot. I tried to explain. Told them I didn't know, that it wasn't mine, that I was just the driver. Didn't matter. 15 years, federal, no parole, and no word from Ray. Not a call, not a lawyer, nothing. He set me up, threw me away like garbage. But I didn't break. I waited. I planned. And when I got out, I gave him a reason to remember me. Forever. Prison teaches you two things: how to survive and how to wait. I did both. 15 years is enough time to bury the version of yourself that trusted people. The man who once drove through sunsets with the windows down and a sandwich in the passenger seat. He didn't make it past year 2. What came after was quieter, colder, focused. I didn't join a gang, didn't cause trouble. I stayed low, watched everything, and I listened. Guys inside knew things about moving drugs, about border tricks, about people like Ray. Eventually, one of them confirmed it. Ray was still running the same game, still smuggling. Only difference, he got smarter, used different drivers, changed warehouses, cleaned up his paper trail, but not perfectly. When I got out, I had nothing. No home, no car, no money. But I had names, contacts, a list. And I had a plan. I started by finding Ray's newest hub, a warehouse outside of Phoenix, hidden behind a fake auto glass company. Took me 2 weeks and a lot of quiet watching. But I found it. The logo had changed. New drivers came and went like clockwork. Same scam, different day. Ray was still fat and smug, wearing his signature wraparound sunglasses and barking orders like a warlord. I watched him laugh with his crew in the parking lot one afternoon, leaning on the hood of a brand new Cadillac. That was the last time he laughed freely. I didn't come at him directly. No threats, no violence, not yet. First, I needed to get close, so I became someone else. Name, history, all of it. I had help from an old cellmate on the outside. He owed me. Got me fake IDs, a burner phone, clean clothes. I applied to Ray's company under a different name. 3 weeks later, I was hired. He didn't recognize me. I'd aged, hardened. The weight I lost in prison changed my face. And I played dumb. Said I was from Nevada, had experience driving flatbeds. They handed me a clipboard and keys within a week. Just like that, I was back in the game. But this time, I was the one setting the rules. For 2 months, I played the perfect employee. Always early, quiet, no complaints. Ray started trusting me, sending me on special runs. Nothing across the border yet, but it was coming. I could feel it. And while I waited, I collected evidence, photos of inventory, copies of fake manifests, hidden camera footage from inside the warehouse, including his team cutting open crates and sliding sealed packages into false walls. I knew what the DEA needed. I'd learned their language behind bars. I didn't just want revenge. I wanted Ray to rot. When I finally got my shot, a scheduled cross-border run to Mexicali, I made my move. I alerted a contact at the DEA 2 days before the trip. Sent everything. Videos, routes, names, even the dummy paperwork. They told me to run the job as planned. So I did. I crossed the border at 8:12 a.m. The cargo was supposed to be medical equipment. In reality, 22 kilos of fentanyl, disguised in sterilized canisters. I drove it halfway back, and then the agents swarmed in. Guns, vests, helicopter overhead. I played my role. Shocked, confused, terrified. They arrested me just like before, except this time it was for show. I was processed, questioned, then quietly released through a back door with a thank you handshake and a ride home. They didn't need me anymore. They had what they wanted. An hour later, they raided Ray's entire operation. Warehouse, office, house, every site hit at once, like a hammer falling from the sky. They found drugs, weapons, fake IDs, enough evidence to bury him under the prison. And Ray? They found him trying to flee out the back with a suitcase of cash and a pistol tucked in his belt. The mugshot made the news. I watched it on a bar TV, sipping a cold beer with grease under my fingernails and my heart beating steady. They gave him 25 years, no parole. He'll be older than I was when I walked free. And he'll serve every minute, but I wasn't done yet. I mailed him one letter. No return address, just a piece of paper with 2 lines. 15 years? You remember yet? Because I'll never forget. I still drive trucks. Different company. Different routes. Just me and the highway. Same as before. But now it feels cleaner, lighter, like I rinsed the poison out of the past. People ask if I ever think about him. I do. Not with anger anymore. Not with hate. Just with certainty. He took 15 years from me. I gave him back 25, with interest. But the difference is I came out whole. I rebuilt. He'll never leave those walls. Sometimes, late at night, I wonder if he's sitting on a cold bunk, thinking about the moment it all unraveled, about the man he thought he buried behind bars. And I hope, in that silence, he hears engines in the distance, hears me on the road, still moving, still free, and still remembering.